English 121, Day 14, Web Sources. From the Allen and Bacon Guide, pages 541 to 52. The web is a rhetorical medium that differs in significant ways from print. The first difference between print and web sources is that the web is cheap, making it much easier to place texts online. Web sources also differ from print sources in the ways that they are accessed. Websites can't begin attracting readers until the readers have found them through links from another site or through a hit from a search engine. Finally, web sources are different from print sources in their structure and design. The design of a home page, including the arrangement and size of the print, the use of images and colors, the locations and labels of navigational buttons, must hook readers immediately and send a clear message about the purpose and contents of the site. Similarly, in the web's hypertext structure, readers click from link to link rather than reading linearly down the page. As you're aware of these differences, also evaluate websites to determine the usefulness of a site or a source for your own purposes. In doing this, consider the hierarchy of rhetorical concerns that we've been discussing in the class so far. First of all, consider the source's purpose. Who placed this piece on the web and why? Navigate from the home page to the mission or about sections to find identifying information. Also think about who sponsors the site. Think about what is that sponsor's purpose in creating the site. Is the source objective or is it explicit in declaring its point of view? Also consider the genre form that the source takes. What kind of website is it and what is the site's purpose? Consider the different domain types and the various purposes behind each. .com versus .net versus .org or .edu or even .gov or .mil. When reviewing a web source for its rhetorical features, consider these questions. Who sponsors the site and what is that sponsor's purpose? Is the source objective or at least explicit in declaring its point of view? Is the site comprehensive and deep enough, and does it cover a sufficient amount of evidence? And is the information in the site accurate and verifiable? Finally, make sure that the source is current so that the information you're getting is not out of date. See tables 20.2 and 20.3 in the Allen and Bacon Guide for a more in-depth description of questions to ask when evaluating websites. Finally, analyze your own purpose in using a website and consider the difference between primary and secondary sources. In primary sources, you will encounter an original first-hand account of a scientific discovery, an event or time period, or the results of an experiment. These are factual information, not interpretive. Secondary sources, on the other hand, provide an interpretive account of research that has been conducted previously. It might include the published results of a scientific study, an analysis of that study, or a review of several experiments or studies. Always take into account these features when analyzing web sources.